Microplastic. I hope you know the context if you have gone through the newspapers, isn't it? Yes. The researchers found some amount of microplastic in the body of in the human body, right? A research was done, and from that it was found that 22% research for 22 persons were done, and out of them 17 people were found to have microplastics in their body, in the blood, basically. So it's very, very harmful. So when we say microplastic, what does it mean? We all know micro means small, right? So micro means small. So you can see those are nothing but they are tiny bits of various types of plastics that you will find in the environment. And we human beings, everywhere today we use plastics, right from drinking water till anything. We cannot imagine anything in which we are not using plastics, right? So all this, whenever we are dealing with plastics frequently, these plastics, they are also made by chemical process. And in this way, imagine you are drinking water from the bottles in which water is being stored for a longer period of time, whatever is the case, even though if you think it to be as mineral water, but here the mineral water is being stored for a longer period of time, and as a result some kind of reactions takes place between water and between the mineral water and the bottle. As a result, what happens? There is a chance, there is a probability that these plastics, this harmful chemical constituents enters into our body, as well as they are so tiny, they're micro range, as a result of which it is feasible for them even to enter into our blood system. So you can see the range 5 mm, okay, less than 5 mm range, okay. So we all know that plastics are causing different types of pollution, whether it's on the land, whether it's on the ocean environment. There are various harmful events that are caused by plastics. Do you remember what happens if you burn plastics? What will happen if you burn plastics? Burning of plastics emits some harmful chemicals, okay, some harmful gases, basically those chemical gases, and the name is dioxin and furan, okay. This dioxin and furan are very, very harmful for the body of a person, and especially if you think it from the perspective of a pregnant woman, this dioxin and furan are very, very harmful. Normally this dioxin and furan, they are carcinogenic, they can cause cancer. If you are in an area, okay, in which plastic burning is very, very common, you are getting exposure to this dioxin and furan, and indirectly you should remember that your body is undergoing slow poisoning, because they are carcinogens. Slowly and slowly your body is facing some kind of agents who are responsible for causing cancer. So it's my kind request, every time I keep on saying, whenever you find, even though if this kind of behavior is found in your locality, please try to stop them. Please try to create awareness among the people, right? And apart from that, ocean ecosystem as well, these plastics are creating lots and lots of problems. I hope you remember, because plastics, when they go deep inside the water bodies, those plastics are not degraded by the UV radiation of sunlight. There are two fates: fate of plastic on the land and fate of plastic on the deep under the water, right? As you were dumping plastics over the land, if plastics are dumped over the land, UV will somehow degrade them. We all know that plastics do not undergo biodegradation, but they undergo photodegradation. So photodegradation from the because of the presence of sunlight. So UV light can at least degrade the plastics over the land. But as it goes deep inside and inside the water body, there will be less and less UV light penetration towards the water body, and as a result, this UV mediated degradation of plastics is not possible. If UV mediated degradation of plastics are not possible, then definitely these plastics will remain as this big plastics in the ocean ecosystem, and then the aquatic animals like the fishes will come and they will ingest the plastics, which will further create complicacy in their system. So coming to the microplastics, if you come to the sources, right, these are sources of microplastics. So this microplastic, some of them are primary and some of them are secondary. Primary microplastics, they mainly includes microfibers. Yes, microfibers, microbeads, we call them as microfibers, and some small microbeads. And secondary microplastics, if you remember, those microplastics that are derived from the water bottles, right? Then if you remember, the fishing nets, different kinds of plastic containers, if those plastics are getting degraded, those are the examples of secondary microplastic. Okay, now if you see, these are bottles, right? I hope every one of you have tried drinking juice from these kinds of containers at least once in your life, isn't it? Because we love all these kinds of cold drinks. Yes? Okay, so if you see, all these are made up of plastic. Any idea what is the chemical constituent? What is the name? What's the type of the plastic? Because we have different types of plastic. So this is the PET. Okay, polyethylene terephthalate, polyethylene terephthalate, PET. Yes, PET, PETE or PET, whatever you say, polyethylene terephthalate. Different types of plastics you will find. If you see in your households, in your home, some water pipes are there, right, through which water will go. Those water pipes are made up of PVC. In advertisement, have you heard about PVC pipes? Yes, polyvinyl chloride, PVC pipes. So there are different types. So this is another common PVC for water. Okay. Similarly, these are the PET or polyethylene terephthalate. So you need to also learn from its context as well. Polyethylene terephthalate. So it's lightweight, it's transparent, and also you can give color. So I hope you can understand this is why we are making all these containers. They're responsible for the fruit drink containers as well as the water bottles. Yes, one thing is that this PET can be recycled. If you just break down this PET in any kind of this industries, okay, it will generate some kind of polyester fibers. So this, suppose this is the PET. If you process them in the industry, if you break them in the industry, some kind of polythene fibers will be produced. Okay, sorry, polyester fibers will be produced, and these polyester fibers are again responsible. You can make synthetic carpets, you can make synthetic clothes or other textile products out of this polyester fiber. So it's very, very important that rather than dumping the plastics, rather than throwing them away, please keep it on a dustbin. If you keep it on a dustbin, people will come. Yes, some people who will take those dumps and they will take back to the industries from in which recycling products can be formed. So it's very, very important.